So welcome to day 2 of match. So good start here down the ground. Toss won by the captain of the DHADSAKHAL Stars and opting to bat first against DEMPO challengers. DHADSAKHAL losing their first game and DEMPO winning the first. So now in the previous outing, it was the victory for PIOC. So Mohit begins. He always likes to bowl in the power play overs. Someone is an advantage as an off spinner, especially against the left-handed batters. Slightly short, whacked over the square leg region, might get a boundary. The fielder is going after the ball. Magnificent effort, but the ball runs down for 4 runs. Too short. And that's why ample of time for the batter to go onto the back foot and just whack it over that square leg cow corner region. Getting the first boundary of the DHADSAKHAL Stars innings. Azan Tota, the captain. And that's nicely bowled. Going into the forward defensive shot and getting a single on the offside. This is match number 2 of the day. Day 4. This is the second round for the teams. If you have lost a first game, then a second winning becomes very important. End of over number 1 is 8 without loss, the DHADSAKHAL Stars. So Group A is Desert and Most Avengers sitting pretty at the top with 2 victories after the 2 and .983 net run rate. Sarkar 37 with 1 victory sitting at number 2 with a good net run rate of .501. Priority Titans at number 3, .007. This time swept away, and that goes all the way for 6 runs. Sagar Uddeshi coming into the attack. So both the spinners have been introduced in the opening spell here. This time the ball not landing straight on the bat, and that's been clipped away very well by player of the series of the previous edition, Punit Mishra. A lovely shot in the air. Oh, that was flying in the air. Was a difficult take for the fielder. He extended. He put a dive in towards the right-hand side. But just the ball was really timed well. So after a 6, he's getting a boundary. It's nicely played coming onto the front foot and just getting an easy single down towards the offside. I was talking about the groups. Chogle Global reeling at the bottom of Group A with minus 1.544 net run rate. No victory for them, so they will be up just Chogle Global will be waiting for the other results to happen and go in their favor. So free hit has been opted here against Sagar Uddeshi by Azan Tota. Clipped away on the leg side, but he fired it just a full length delivery and not allowed to free his arms. Azan Tota getting a single of that free hit. 20 runs on the board. We are into the second over so far. A beautifully bowled here. Appeal there from Sagar Uddeshi, but there was no sort of expression, such sort of expression from behind the wicket. It was a slightly late call. Maybe it had clipped something, but a batter is absolutely certain that it has never hit the bat. So 2 gone, 24 without loss. Punit Mishra has got a good start in this game. 17 of just 7 balls. It's cut away nicely straight to the field. Good field placement at the moment from Mohit. He has kept 2 men in the deep square and along on the region. The rest of the array of fielders on the offside. This was slightly quicker, pushed in a bit, slightly late in playing that cut shot. He's mixing it above very well at the moment. He's into his second over of the first spell. Kept it slightly slow this time. Advantage to have someone like Mohit Redkar into your fold as a spinner coming and bowling the power play overs. Not many spinners do like to bowl in the power play overs. Swept away to the man in the deep. So not giving that much of air at the moment to see what is happening off the air or off the surface. Another single taken. So they are watching Mohit Redkar at the moment, and it's been almost like a single every ball apart from that boundary. Swept away. This time it should get more runs. That just clears and goes over their row for 6 runs. Powerful sweep here from Azan Tota. Bowling from round at angle, and he went with that shot in spite of having a man in the deep. 32, already a good start on the board by both the openers. They're going at more than 10 runs per over against the spinners. So a dot ball to finish that over number 3 is 32 without loss, DHADSAKHAL Stars. So Atharva has been brought. So end of the power play overs, and lovely ball. Well bowled. The ball kept low, but he I think, expected a quicker ball here, the batter, and he just floated the ball in the air and landed in the right spot. Beautiful bowling here from Atharva Ankolekar to deny that free hit. So the free hit has costed nothing for the bowling side. Well bowled, I must say. This time he bowled slightly quicker, so that's good bowling. He's thinking. And that's very important when you're bowling against someone who is playing always well against the spin attack, Punit Mishra. This time trying to sweep the ball, looking for a wide here. Is playing in the minds of Punit Mishra at the moment. Sometimes the armour, sometimes the floater. This was quick, punched down the ground, getting a single. It's a good start here from Atharva Ankolekar. He's bowling from around the wicket to the right-hander, using that angle which is difficult for the right-hander. Many a times we see if the ball pitches and straightens, you should have your defenses, strong defenses, coming up to your rescue. It's a similar sort of angle for the left-hander as well. So well played. Late cut here towards the backward point. Another single taken. So dealing in singles at the moment against Atharwal Ankholekar, who has started his spell in a good fashion. End of 4, 36 without loss. Very well flighted here from Atharvan Kolekar. Both the bowlers are bowling well, and they are at the moment dealing with pace at one end and left arm spin at the other end. Just trying to cramp him for room, and the line at the moment, it looks wicket to wicket. Sometimes the ball turns a bit, sometimes the ball skids on straight. Wide call by the umpire this time. Trying to sweep the ball, man in the deep. I didn't get a sweet part of the bat. If he had got strong sweep and good timing, you already seen 1-6 being hit against Mohit Redkar towards the backward square leg region. Getting a single this time. Aditya Suryavanshi normally comes as an opener in many of the games, but here has been sent at number 3. As some of the outstation players would like to take advantage of the batting power play overs. Now the Aditya Suryavanshi's role, whether he's going to take a slow start. Nicely played off the back foot and in the covers, extra covers region, another single taken. He's got a lot of shots. So no ball called here by the officiating umpire, maybe overstepping that time. Front foot overstepping. Well, he's just getting 4 overs, and out of that, if you overstep, that's not good for someone now who are professionals. Must curtail that. This was quicker, this was fuller. Hit straight back to the bowler. So again, looking for the sweep. He likes to sweep and is a strong sweeper of the ball. Azan Tota. Question asked by the bowler umpire saying not that close. Certainly the line seems to be more wicket to wicket at the moment. Very well bowled here. Very well bowled here from Atharvan Kolekar. This time it was slightly slower. Floated it just outside the line of off stump. Clipped off a single on the backward square leg region. So DEMPO are coming strong back in the match. 6 overs gone, 43 for 1. So very well clipped off the pads. Might be looking for a couple of runs. The fielder was deep, good throw, but they comfortably take the 2 runs there. Azan Tota and Aditya Suryavanshi has played 5 cricket together, and that's why that gelling becomes much easy. DEMPO have got a strong bowling lineup with 2 left arm, very experienced bowler, left arm orthodox, Mohit himself. So they've got the variations in the attack. Sagar Patil as a medium pace bowler. It's always a captain's treat to have such variety in the bowling attack. Because whenever there are left-handers, you could bring maybe Mohit. Whenever there are right-handed batters, then you can bring in someone who is not as good against the left-arm orthodox. Or for that matter, Sagar Patil can be brought in to chip in the wicket just like he has given the breakthrough. A lot of options to have as a captain. So Mohit Redkar will be very happy with the combination that he has. Another sweep here. Dealing in singles at the moment, DHADSAKHAL Stars, because that they have dried up the boundaries. It's been a long time that we have seen the boundary here at this point of time. Because the bowlers are bowling really tightly. The Sagar Patil is over. Then it was Atharvan Kolekar and now Mohit as well. That's exactly what is required in T20. If you're not taking the wickets, keep the scoreboard drying up with those boundaries and sixes at bay. Not easily available for the batters. That will make them do something different. Using the feet and playing it down for a single. So that finishes third over here for Mohit Redkar. Is none for 22 for him so far. 7 gone, 49 for 1. So in comes Sagar Udeshi. Good phase here for the DEMPO challengers. They have kept the things tight at the moment. Very disciplined bowling attack. And rotating the bowlers as well. Almost every over, Mohit Redkar. You can see now, they will be doing something here against the bowlers when the boundaries have dried up, not coming easily. Saw that Sagar Patil was brought in to get that wicket. He got, then it was Atharvan Kolekar at the other end, and Mohit Redkar has replaced Sagar Patil from the Pepsi end, and now Sairaj Patil, and now Sagar Udeshi is replaced. So good bowling here. So very well played here. They're just getting the singles at the moment. This is good over here from Sagar Uddeshi, just conceding 2 runs. 16 coming off his first over, and this is a good phase. The fielding restrictions have eased off. Charge down, up and over towards the backward point, might head towards the boundary. So boundary coming after quite a long time here. Looking to play over the covers, maybe slicing, and that slice getting a boundary towards the backward point. Intention was to go up and over, and that boundary takes us. Another one, lovely shot. There's a fielder down there, but he's just going to be a spectator. So they are taking on Rahul Mehta at the moment and trying to unleash themselves. One bounce into the side screen, and a pretty good over here after a long time for DHADSAKHAL Stars. 70 for 1 in the 9th over. So good over in the end. 9 overs gone, 71 for 1. Atharva feels that it was much closer, but umpire feeling up. It was very much convinced over there. Never looked at the appeal because the first instinct from the umpire was just to wander off from his place. A single taken, moves the score to 72. So Athar Wankolekar has been brought to bowl his third over. A couple of runs taken quickly down the ground. So this is good partnership. They have built up this inning slowly and steadily after they lost Punit Mishra. Azan playing on 34 of 28, 16 for Adit. Swept for a single. Not trying to go for the hard sweep, just directed the ball towards the backward square leg region. Another single taken. He's been the pick of the bowlers, although the wicket has been taken by Sairaj. Once again, charging down, inside out, flashing, exquisite cover drive here from Adit Suryavanshi. Slightly slower in the air, loop was given, reaching towards the pitch of the ball and using the feet magnificently. That's how he got to play against the spin. Confident shot from the young boy Aditya Suryavanshi. This time up, flicked on the leg side, just going to get a single. They are moving on nicely at the moment, both these batters. They are not taking any risk. And if you see these shots that are getting the boundaries, these are no-risk shots. Safe shots at the moment. And a good partnership is built by both the batters. Full toss ball was looking to clip away on the leg side towards the square leg region. Just got towards the mid-wicket. And another good over here for DHADSAKHAL Stars. They are moving on nicely at the moment with this partnership from Azan Tota and Aditya Suryavanshi. So 10 gone, 81 for 1. So the golden over has been taken, and Mohit Redkar has taken the ball in his hand, taking that responsibility to bowl the important over. Lovely shot. Well, no one moved. Absolutely a breathtaking shot, charging down, and off it goes like a tracer bullet in that covers wide long off region. Lovely use of the feet. So he's getting the timing back here, Azan Tota. Struggling in the previous tournament for runs, but this match, the previous game, he looked good, but then gifted away his wicket, and now just cementing his start and moving forward. This time straight to the fielder, looking out for a run out, direct hit, but he makes it. Looks that he makes it at that end. Maybe umpires will have a look at it. Direct hit here from the short extra cover region. The batter was slightly outside, but he has grounded back. He looks very confident at the moment, Aditya Suryavanshi, that he has made the ground. Yes, he was very confident right at the start. So single is what they are going to get. So green signal comes, the batter strays. Cracked off the back foot, using the feet well here at the moment because they spent time on the wicket. Spending time on the wicket is very, very important if you want to get runs. Once you spend time, that is your investment to get good returns. Swept this time, but finds the fielder in the short fine leg region. Sagar Udeshi fielding there, stops it very well. Just that he's looking out for one more boundary in this over, trying to get a few runs in this golden over. Another charge, but Mohit saw it, just pushed the ball in, getting another single. So apart from that boundary, they are just getting singles at the moment. They are searching for that second one, but Mohit has kept it on a tight leash after that boundary of the first ball. Swept away. This has gone long distance. Excellent reverse hit for 6 runs, switching it all together. Surprising Mohit Redkar. Tremendous hit. Wow. Mohit was bowling the right line, and that has gone a long distance, switching it all together. I thought it's a right-hander that was on batting, striking end, but it was a left-hander. What a shot this is. Azan Tota moves on to 48 and the scores will be updated. 109 for 1 at the end of 11. So now it looks good. This partnership has brought them back in the game. DHADSAKHAL Stars. Once you get your eyes set in, then you can play shots like this. Is exceedingly well executed, I must say, from Azan Tota. That switch it never ever gave an intention to the bowler that is going for the switch it. Bowler bowled the right line for the left-hander. It turned out to be pretty good when you're going for the switch it. Another charge missed. Oh, this is going down. A lucky boundary. Yes, it goes. Rolls over for 4 runs. Was a definite chance there. He charged, missed the bat by some distance, but the keeper as well miscollecting. And this is a big chance at this moment of time. The game is looking drifting. They had a good phase at DEMPO challenges from over number 4 to over number 7, 8. But from 9, 10, 11, Azan Tota and Aditya Suryavanshi have got DHADSAKHAL back on track. Very responsible innings. I can understand. Quite good innings in the previous outing as well. But Aditya Suryavanshi, this is second time in a row. Very responsible. Free hit has been opted here by Azan Tota. He's on 48 of 34 at the moment. Too short of his half century. He wants to cut loose and gets towards his half century as well as accelerate against Atharva Ankholikar. Trying to sweep. So a free hit has costed nothing. When they are playing normal cricket, it looks all good. Free hit just put a little bit more pressure on to you to hit the ball. Desperation to hit the ball. Slightly slow, very nicely bowled here. Slow in the air, giving it a loop. And that's the line, that's the length. And that's the variation. Sometimes bowling quick. Nowadays, many of the batters have quick bat speed as well. They also come hard against the spinners. Good spell, a very good spell. Although wicketless, Tarwan Kolikar. Very nicely bowled. And giving the respect to that delivery of the bowler. Finishes his spell. None for 20 for him in his 4. 12 gone. 115 for 1. Rest, many of the teams have at least 2, if not 3. Many start with the medium pace bowling and then finish off with the medium pace as well. Ventures have outright fast bowler Shubham Tari, Craig Dorado. But talking about DEMPO Challenges squad is relied heavily on the spin bowling. Well bowled, cutting the fingers and bowling a leg cutter, slow leg cutter. They just went straight. Golden over was very, very effective for DHADSAKHAL Stars. That got them plenty of runs. So taken a tumble over there, the batter, and looking for some quick medical attention at the moment. And there comes the medical attention immediately here at GOICHI League. The physiotherapy is available here and as well as medical attention provided in GOICHI League. So let's see what is the update coming from the middle. 50 for Azan Tota. Looks like cramps maybe. Banging shot. Now we're back with live action. So it was Aditya Suryavanshi who looked to be in pain, maybe cramps. It's really hot and humid out here, so you need to keep yourself hydrated on a regular basis. Otherwise, it's not easy for anyone, even for the professionals. Such is the heat. So beaten him in the forward defensive shot. We're bowling here from Sairaj. So let's see what is the fifth bowling option at the moment. The spells from Mohit Redkar and Atharvan Kolekar have finished with the 4 overs. So Sagar Udeshi is one left. He is supposed to bowl, and Sairaj looks to be bowling his quota of overs. Rahul Mehta just 1 over. Played for a single. So Rahul Mehta just 1 over. So what is the next option here for Mohit Redkar? We going to opt for Rahul Mehta, or we might be searching for one more option from the other end to accompany Sairaj Patil. Looked really good at the moment. Is the pick of the bowlers, picked at only wicket so far and just conceded 5 runs into his spell. It's been very difficult to pick, I must say, by all the batters. 119 for 1 at the end of 13. Azan Tota batting on 51 of 38, and Shubham Gajinkar just now fresh onto the crease as the batter has got retired hurt and was taken out. Aditya Suryavanshi. Seven more overs to go after this one to accelerate here for DHADSAKHAL to get a good total on the board. So what was the thought over there? Maybe they are taking the batting power play, maybe not. So no indication at the moment of the batting power play. No signal. So they are not taking in the 14th over. So 15 and 16 become the obvious batting power play overs. And there's the introduction of the 6th bowling option. So Amit Yadav has been introduced. That is what we were searching for. Who is going to be the next option? And they have got their option. The 6th bowling option. Rahul just 1 over for him. Considered 15 runs. Mohit and Athar have finished off with their 4 over spell. Picked away nicely on the leg side, times the ball well, and fielder in the deep will cut that off to a single. Looked good, looked very impressive in the outing at the previous tournament that was held here, and bowled courageously at times. Not easy to bowl in the batting power play as well as coming in the death. Was very successful on both the occasions and both the roles that was given to him. Now it's a different role. There are 8 wickets in hand. In fact, 9 wickets in hand. The batter who had gone retired hurt can come back in. But at the moment, I can say 8 wickets in hand. And there will be license to go for the free. And he gets rid of the captain. Amit Yadav strikes. Looking to charge down the ground here. Azan Tota has given a catch. Edge there to the wicket keeper, who makes no mistake. That's the second wicket going down at 120. Good piece of bowling here from the young Amit Yadav. Bowling is slightly wide, getting the toe of the bat away from the hitting arc. So they break in and get the second wicket. In comes Aman Meena, left-hander. Pretty good start here from Amit Yadav. Bang on the line and length. Looked disciplined in the previous outing. Looked good now as well, getting rid of the opponent captain. Was charging, was looking good. Ajahn Tota is getting back into his old touch with back-to-back good innings here. Would have liked to get more here, as he was well set. Plenty of overs left. Trying to pull it towards the mid-wicket region, getting it straight at the long on the region. Another single taken. So Amit Yadav's inclusion makes the team a little stronger. They've got two left-arm orthodox and now left-arm medium pace to accompany Mohit's off-spin. Slashed hard towards the backward point region. Might be looking for a couple of runs. Turning quickly and getting one for the throw. So two very well run here by both the batters. This is a good match at the moment. One point of time when Punit Mishra 123 for 2. We are into the 14th over. One ball left of the 14th over. That's how the game is heading at the moment. Good over here from Amit Yadav. Just conceding 4 runs. Played down the ground. Fielder there. Single. So 5 runs of Amit Yadav over. End of over number 4. Sairaj Patil will continue to bowl in the 15th over. So looks to be the scenario at the moment where Amit Yadav has bowled 14. So he'll be bowling 14, 16 and maybe 18 or maybe even one more. Depends upon the situation whether he will be bowling the 4 overs or 3 overs. As 1 over was tried of Rahul Mehta. No man there. Look to play on the leg side. Not that too short, but just going to get a single. Both the well-set batters, one was a retired hurt, Adi Suryavanshi, and the next time around, quickly Azan Tota was back in the pavilion. So both the well-set batters had gone up in quick time frame that allowed DEMPO challengers here to once again tighten the grip here of the match. Straight down the ground. Oh, good piece of fielding. Very good piece of fielding. It was traveling. And he comes quickly charging towards his right-hand side, stops the ball and concedes just a single. .127 for 2 in the 15th over. Very economical bowling performance from Sairaj Patil. He has been good with his pace variations. Looks to charge. There's a fielder down there and takes an easy catch. Sairaj Patil strikes again. What a bowling performance by him. The pace variations, the cutting of the ball is surprising most of the batters. Aman Meena has been taken out of the contest. The third wicket down. And DEMPO challengers are making a comeback in this game. 127 for 3. So in comes Sahil Diwan to replace Aman Meena. Both the outstation batters. The first one was Punit Mishra, second was Aman Meena. Both were taken by Sairaj Patil. And that's why we say crucial spell. Lovely slower ball, looking out for a run out, could not take it in the first attempt. So end of 15 overs, a success once again for Sairaj Patil. .129 for 3 in 15. That's a lovely ball. Played down later towards the third man region. Might run down. Well, yeah, just can't blame the bowler over here. He has just beaten the bat. Just got a sneak there and runs down. Plays it well in the end. Watches it at the last moment and just glides it down. But a pretty good ball that was converted into a boundary. Shubham Gajinkar. Gets a single. Sagar Udeshi is into his third over at the moment. Trying to sweep once again. Not connecting. A leg by signal by the umpire. So 4 more overs to go after this one. And the two batters are trying hard to get a few boundaries here. Kept low, big appeal, and that's been given out. That's been given out. That was an inside edge. That was very well taken, very well caught here by the keeper. Not an easy take when these are inside edges. He gets rid of his man. Shubham Gajinkar goes back. Yeah, they sliced it and finds the space. Very nicely done here by the batter. So they finally get in a boundary of the last ball of the power play overs. 16 gone, 140 for the loss of 4. DHADSAKHAL stars Sahil Diwan and Sanikit Palkar at the moment on the crease. This is in the air. This might be... No, there was no fielder. Fielder was in the deep. So just going to be a single. Converting into two. Run out opportunity and makes it easily in the end. They're going to refer on the top. Here for the third umpire will come into action. Looks like the batter has made it in from the first view that what I saw. Very slow collection and then taking the bails off. Might be close. He collected on time, but by the time he was taking the bails off, the batter has made it in. So 2 runs. Another change of pace. Relies heavily on that and gets many wickets, not only at the fag end of the innings, but also at the top. Very good street smart cricketer as Sairaj Patil. Not having too much of pace, but T20 is all about cunningness. It's all about being unpredictable to the batters. That is what he is. Right in the block hole. Fabulous change of length here. Left-hander Saniket Palkar at the moment on the crease with Sahil Diwan. They are looking to charge and get somewhere around 180 plus will be the first thinking. Don't know whether it's going to be good enough on this wicket. If you bowl well, you are in with a chance with that 180. Clipped in the air, straight down, might get a boundary, 1 bounce, straight onto the side screen. Very well here, hit from Saniket Palkar. It is a full toss ball. And he whacked it straight down over the head of the bowler. A good short arm jab. Tremendous power from the young boy, Saniket Palkar. .149 for 4. 1 ball left inside Raj Patil's over. 2 for 20 for him. Slice towards that third man region. So just going to get a single. 2 for 21 in his spell of 4 overs. 17 gone. 150 for the loss of 4. DHADSAKHAL Stars. Whack down the ground, slightly away from the fielder, just going to get a single. So it's all about belting the ball and try and get as many as possible with those big hits. The power striking is required at this point of time. And if not those big sixes, at least try to get chip in with a couple of boundaries. If you think about the next 17 balls, if at all 30 runs come, that is 180 up here. Oh, this is some shot. This is some shot here. That is a left-arm medium pacer bowling and outright quick. And Sahil Diwan with a fabulous strike. That's really a great strike, I must say. Not an easy picking. He fired it outside the off-stump and he fetched from outside, almost literally swept it to a medium pacer. Goodness. What is the bowler thinking next? Not a bad ball at all from the young bowler. This tremendous bat speed from Sahil Diwan. Looking to clip on the leg side. A wide call by the umpire. And not the best of the line here from the young boy. Bowling down the leg side could be very costly. There is a short fine leg inside. And the man in deep square. Just the bat onto the ball could find a boundary. Good beginning of this over for the DHADSAKHAL Stars. Looking to scoop the ball. Yeah, just played it little early. I feel hitting the bottom of the bat. Intention was right. These are T20 format and you got to play such shots. Creative, innovative. Can't blame him just hitting the bottom. The idea was right, but the execution just went unfinished. Clipped away, and has it been kept inside? So you have to wait for the signal from the umpire. So we have to rely heavily on the fielders here. And even in many of the matches, even played by BCCI, we have to rely on the fielders. So when it comes to the decision on the ropes, only the live coverage in international, we go for the review and see what is happening close to the rope, whether it's a boundary or a six. Nice time, driven straight to the fielder there. Could not find the space. End of over number 18, 159 for 4. Sagar Udeshi coming into bowl the over number 19, fourth over of his spell, 1 for 33. So far, 1 for 33 and begins. Are they going for the second? Yes, they are charging for the second, and a slight fumble in the field, getting that second easily in the end. 161. Nicely driven in the covers. Once again charging for the second throw coming from the deep. And easily make it at respective ends. The second time in a row they are finishing with those 2 runs. 163 for 4. 10 balls left. Lovely cover drive. No chance for the fielder. Exquisite timing here from the batter. Looks so good with this shot. Not a bad delivery at all. But flow of the bat in towards the covers. Looking to give himself a little bit of room on the leg side because he knew that the batter bowler is going to just fire it on the wickets. Good piece of batting. Good skills are shown by the batter here. Going for the switch and a big appeal there. Sagar Uddeshi was charging and appealing in a big way. Almost pleading the umpires to give it out. Umpires just unfazed by that appeal. This time straight up to the fielder. Just going to get a single. Having some words here at the moment. Sagar Uddeshi and Sahil Dhiwan. I didn't like maybe that exquisite cover drive that was hit by Sahil. Always animated Sagar whenever someone just hits him. And that fired it in. Lovely finish. The 2 finish is over, but slightly expensive compared to his standard. Sagar Uddeshi. 1 for 42 for him. 19 gone, 168 for 4. What a fantastic 6 here. Shuffled across and swung in a big way. And that gone, sailed over the fence for 6 runs. It got the height, it got the distance as well. 174 for 4. Looking very good to post 180 plus at the moment now. Amit Yadav started off very well in the first over. Going for that scoop shot once again. Many do play a pedal sweep and the pedal shot, scoop shot. It's T20. We have seen nothing wrong in playing the shot. Sometimes when you miss it, it looks sorry. Sometimes when you hit it and get a boundary, it looks all graceful and everyone praise you with that wow factor. There's a thin line between success and being unsuccessful. Oh, wow. This is gone. This is gone a mighty long distance. A colossal strike here. He's bowling in the slot. He's waiting back, going deep into the crease. And humongous striking. Two magnanimous hits here from the bat. One in the backward square leg, one in the deep mid-wicket region. And now I was talking about at 180. They have breached that mark. Excellent. And that's the reason why he is there in the game to finish off the games for the fag end on a very high note. And that is what he's doing. And the crowd is also getting the ball back. There are many bush rangers here. I always say that Sangem, they're expert in getting the ball back because they are entertained here by Sahil at the moment. And they want maybe a little bit more fireworks coming from the bat of Sahil Dhiwan. Another one, another one, another one. That is flat 6. This is absolutely top class finish here from Sahil Dhiwan. 3 sixes in over number 20. That is entirely changing the complexion of the game. An expensive over. The last over coming from the young fast bowler Amit Yadav. DEMPO challengers have been stunned by this batting. He quickly races on to 42 of just 17 balls. And 2 more balls still left. Nicely played. There's a man down in the deep. He might be looking. No, he'll send back. There would have been just a single, and that's the reason why they say no run. So Sahil Dhiwan comes back on the strike. He went, but he once again came back into his striking end. Sagar Uddeshi at the moment is showing the law book here. This is in the air. This might be a chance. The fielder coming underneath. He didn't hit the right chord of the bat, hitting the toe end, but still a fabulous finish here, I must say, from Sahil Dhiwan. He got out of the last ball of the 20th over and he posted a total of 186. 187 runs required here when they come out to bat, DEMPO challengers. They started well with Adhan Tota and Aditya Suryavanshi, but Aditya Suryavanshi went back after being retired hurt. And then it was Adhan Tota who got a beautiful 50. Then it was Shubham Gajinkar, 13 of 11. But Sahil Dhiwan got that big innings at the last moment, getting 42 of just 18 balls with 4 sixes and 2 boundaries. That's how they posted a total of 186 runs on the board. 187 runs required. A wicket for Sagar Uddeshi. Slightly expensive compared to his standards. 2 wickets for Sairaj Patil and a wicket for Amit Yadav. That's how they got those wickets. 187 runs required in that allotted 20 overs. So after his good performance with the ball, bat, later on a lovely dive here by the fielder. So stops the ball and stops going towards the fence. Sahil Diwan comes into bowl. Gave a very swift finish to the innings with those three big hits and got that expensive last over. And that is where 186 has been posted by the team DHADSAKHAL Stars. 187 for DEMPO to chase Manish Kakore and Anand Tendulkar up the order. Beaten him. Lovely bowling, and there's a slip in place as well with the new ball for Sahil Diwan. Got pretty good depth in the batting lineup. DEMPO challenges. Sliced away towards the backward point, going hard, and no one there. So once you find penetrating the infield, is certainly to go for a boundary with this new ball. A fuller length just outside the line of off stump. Yeah, and finds the space. So getting a boundary. The first boundary of DEMPO Challengers inning coming right in the first over. 187, and to assess the conditions in the second innings, we'll have to look at what the spinners are going to pose threat. So again, looking to charge down using the feed, back of length. Pretty nippy at the moment as far as the bowler is concerned. Giving an indication, I feel, to the bowler quite early here, Manish Kakore, to charge down, and then you can change the length back. Similar sort of thing happened when Azan Tota was batting. Oh, another time. Lovely over here, getting that shape away from the right-hander. First over gone is 5 without loss. Slashed hard, man in the deep. Vinayak Kunte comes in to bowl the second over. It's a contrastingly different attack. Both the teams, if you see someone like DEMPO spin at the beginning, Mohit Redkar and Sagar Uddeshi bowling, whereas here is medium pacers. Sahil Diwan and Vinayak Kunte bowling with the new ball. No sign of spin at the moment. So again, beaten the bat. Has been asked too many questions into his beginning of the innings. The bowler's also getting a little bit of shape with this new ball. We're into the evening session. But the ball, when it's new, it will be doing something. Oh, what a lovely shot. What a graceful shot. This is straight over the top, over the road, and a magnificent lift. Excellent result here. 6 all the way from Manish Kakode. Free flow of the hand. This time it was much closer towards his body. And he went with his 12 without loss. We are into the second over. And the match referee, Vivek Kolamkar, always into action and giving the ball. So he's just into the second over. So new ball will be taken. This was just the first shot that went over the park. So ball was quite a bit fresh. It was not travelled outside the ground for too long. Excellent shot, nevertheless, will build up the confidence of Manish Kakode. Yeah, way outside, wide call. Sometimes you tend to just play and miss in the start of your spell, but just one shot can get you back on track. Your eyes lit up, your feet started moving nicely, and everything then turns up totally differently, the game. And that's what that shot, especially the straight, the lofted drives, the on drive, the cover drives, build a lot of confidence in yourself. Trapped, and that's been given. The finger has been raised, trying to clip on the leg side. Umpire has absolutely no hesitation in raising the finger. Vinayak Kunte strikes. The ball was pitched in line, hitting in line and going to hit the stumps. Is 13 for the loss of 1 in the second over. A wide called by the umpire. Yeah, very well bowled here. More closer towards the body of the batter. He already picked up 1 wicket, but considered two wides in this over. So once you are into the wicket in the very first over, that just pumps up your spirit and you come more charging towards the batter. Rijul Pathak has been sent. It's a different thought process here from DEMPO challengers at the moment. They've kept their outstation and top batters little bit lower down the order. So dot to finish over number 2. 14 for 1. At the moment, it's almost complete revamp of the batting lineup compared to the previous game. We saw Rijul Pathak, Manish Kakode coming very low down the order, but they have been sent up the order here in this particular game in the run chase. Anand Tendulkar, Manish coming as openers. Manish was sent back by Vinayak Kunte, trapping in front, and now Rijul Pathak coming at number 3. They put a lot of thinking in the batting order. DEMPO as a team must be a set plan here to take the advantage of the golden over and their batting power plays later on. This is in the air, finding the vacant space between the short mid-wicket and the mid-on region and gets a boundary. Not afraid to hit the ball in the air here, left-hander Anand Tendulkar. Saniket Palkar has been introduced after 1 over that was given. So third bowler has been used here, and all 3 are medium pacers. Whereas someone like DEMPO, they used 3 or 4 bowlers, but all were spinners. Sairaj Patil was introduced and he got a wicket later on at over number 5 or 6. But the start was always the spinners. And that is what their bowling attack is all about. More spin. Whereas here we see 3 medium pacers bowling. Robin D'Souza doing the job of the keeper. Very nicely bowled here. Good intention, although it's a wide ball, but back of the end, the young boy is getting to learn from some of the experienced players here at GOICHI League. Saniket Palkar was not a part of the auction at the first go, but then he came as the last moment, which was updated to the squad and the teams. Then he was taken in the auction by DHADSAKHAL Stars. He didn't enroll in the first moment. Maybe he could not get the forms, but then contacted the organizers and was very keen in being a part of GOICHI League. And that's where his enrollment was accepted after consultation with all the franchisees. And we are having a look at him at this moment. Big opportunity for this young boy, Saniket. So he's using the slower ball, change of pace to very good effect. Good backup there behind. Was just thinking about Robin D'Souza keeping. Well, I don't know how many times he must have kept in his life. He's a fabulous all-rounder as a batter, as a monster. Explosive batter and also handy with the ball. But I think he's doing the coaching job of coaching the under-16, under-19. And that is where I think many a times he must have put the gloves. And that he will be coming handy here at the moment. And behind the wicket, someone who is experienced. Lot of matches being played, not only for Goa, but in different leagues. So his presence from behind the wickets is going to be very fruitful for the bowlers. Although he's not a specialist wicket keeper, but he can do a decent job. Run out opportunity, direct hit, underarm. He had to dive it inside at the last moment. He does that. Talking back to the wicket keeper, there were a regular wicket keeper option was Aditya Suryavanshi. But now since he cannot just stand, it's a hamstring pull. So he will be out of the game for some time at least. And they will be searching for the other options. But at the moment, on the spot, is always for the team rescue. Is chipped in the air. Has not timed it that well. Saniket Palkar getting a wicket. Trying to bowl a full length. Rijul Pathak trying to go down the ground and just hitting the ball in the air and easily taken by the mid-off region fielder. So the second wicket going down. Young boy Saniket Palkar getting his share of happiness. 20 for the loss of 2 in the third over. A lovely shot. This is exactly how you have to begin. Very confident shot here. And that will begin the innings here with a boundary over the covers. End of 3 overs, 24 for 2. DEMPO challenges. Piyush Yadav walks in to give company to Anand Tendulkar. And begins with a boundary. That's the end of the mandatory power play overs here. And we are going to start with ease of fielding restrictions for the bowling side. In the air, this might be a chance. Might just go for 4 runs. We have to wait, and it's gone long distance. That's a good strike here from the left-hander. First, I thought that the long on, long off might be in with a chance. It never traveled very long distance. They were in race, but he just went with the flow of the bat, Anand Tendulkar, and gets a good shot down the ground for a 6 runs. Swept away, another strong shot, and that's also over the ropes. What an excellent batting here from Anand Tendulkar. He was quiet for some time, but looks like he's better against the spin. Once the spin has come into the attack here, he's trying to unleash himself. Both contrastingly different shots. One down the ground, one swept away. Punit Mishra has been a little off-color in this tournament so far. The player of the series in the last edition. He brings on the captain, Punit Mishra, has been given the ball here, and he's been welcomed with 2 sixes. That's much better. On target, the stumps. Good defense here from Anand. Understanding he's already got 12 runs of the first 2 balls. A good running, pretty good running here from both the young boys, Anand Tendulkar and Piyush Yadav. Good to see that the young Goan boys have been given a go-ahead here up the order at number 1, 2, 3, 4 from the DEMPO side. That's how you build the confidence of the youngsters. If you want to win a tournament like this, the contributions has to come even from the local talent. Not every game will be won by the outstation players. So got to rely heavily on the talent within the state. And we have got abundance. We have got plenty of good talent. Clipped away on the leg side. Finds the fielder in the deep. But the intentions are loud and clear here from Piyush. He played a boundary over the covers in the very first ball. And now the intentions trying to whip the ball towards the wide long on region. This is nicely hit. Chipped for a single down the ground. Never was a second run there. Robin D'Souza collecting the ball as a keeper. 4 overs gone, 39 for 2. So Saniket Palkar has been given a second over on a trot. No change as far as he is concerned. He brought them the wicket. So they believe that the young boy just can get one more here. And good fight here. Both youngsters batting and a youngster upcoming talents Bowling, good fight. Nicely played down towards the backward point. Good fielding effort. And Goichi League, when we have the Australian players, but sometimes it's nice to see the Goan talent fighting it out at the moment. That's why this stage has been given so many viewers watching on Goa Livecast, this Goichi League, following in big numbers. Once again, finding the fielder there. Doesn't have that much of pace, and in T20 cricket, even with someone like Sairaj Patil, he must learn. Many of the bowlers must learn from him as well. He doesn't have that much of express pace compared to many fast bowlers that we witnessed, but relies heavily on the pace variation, the length, and sees what the batter is trying to do the last moment. And that is T20 is all about. He's just getting 4 overs. Another slower ball. Whacked over that wide long on region, looking for a couple of runs. A long throw there for Robin D'Souza. He's saying just skid on. Don't try to go for a loopy throw. Just trying to bounce one bounce and quick throw second time around. So a couple of runs taken in the deep. Flashed hard, no chance. Went like a tracer bullet towards that backward point region. Slight width was given. And Anand Tendulkar looking very, very good at the moment. Fantastic shot. Not a bad ball at all. But it just times the ball crisply and goes away towards the boundary. Good effort definitely from the fielder, but it was traveling fast. It's into a very good innings at the moment, Anand Tendulkar. And that's why he's been sent up the order. He's played shots all round in his innings of 27 of just 16 balls so far. Another shot, but finds the fielder. No chance of a single. So that marks the end of over number 5. 45 for 2. DEMPO challenges. So medium pacer. Oh, this is a run out here. Oh, ho, ho, ho. It was happening so good here for the youngsters. They were going so good. And this is big lapse in concentration. Absolutely big lapse in concentration. He drives down the ground. Piyush Yadav. And he called first. The partner says no. The throw coming at the non-strikers and removed the bails. And we got to see which batter is out. Both wanted to stay there. Both wanted to perform. Both were looking good. But now the umpire has to take a call. The third umpire and the match referee, Vivek Kolamkar, will come into action. This is such a sad end. What could have been a good story which was started by both these youngsters. Just wait for the decision. Third umpire is looking at so Piyush Yadav has to go back, and it's going to be Anand Tendulkar who has to be at the striking end. And the run out was imposed at the non-striking end. So the new batter which has to come should be at the non-striking end. So left-hander will be on strike. See, needless that run out. Both the batters looking very good at that point of time. Suddenly that lapse of communication. Very well bowled. Vinayak Kunte has been brought back into the attack. He bowled a pretty good first over. Got them the first wicket. A wicket of Manish Kakode. And now they are down with 3 wickets. In comes Sairaj Patil at number 5. A wide call by the umpire. Very well taken here by Robin D'Souza. It's not easy to be taking such balls down the leg side, difficult side for the keeper, and especially a keeper who is not regular. So always for the team, give him whatever role, get him up the order, ask him to bat at number 7, 8, 9. Nowadays not bowling, but he used to just pick up wickets whenever the ball also was given in his hand. A fabulous all-rounder for Goa he has been, and whichever side he has played. There's hooked away very well. The man in the deep stops the ball and keeps to just a single. Very well controlled this hook shot, although it's for a single, but he's playing well at the moment. Anand Tendulkar is looking good with his shot, especially whenever batter is playing well on the front as well as back, moving the feet quickly, reading the length early. And that is a sign that this batter is in pretty good nick. He's already got himself started with the 28 of 19 balls. And DEMPO challengers will look to him forward to play a few more overs, the way he's batting at the moment. Single for Sairaj Patil. That gets him off the mark. Quite early. We are into the 6th over. 48 for 3 at the moment. The score 187 is the chase. And they will be waiting for that golden over. They will be waiting for the second power play. But for that, wickets needs to be in hand. Lack of wickets is just going to be a little trouble later on. To take the advantage, you have to keep better batters, striking batters. A lovely drive here. Playing in the V area whenever the ball has been bowled. Fuller single to finish over number 6. 49 for 3. .49 for 3 at the end of 6 overs. There's a wild swing here from the left-hander. Going to a charge against Aniket Palkar, who has been given one more over. But the captain is having confidence in his bowler, Azan Tota. That's the reason why he wanted him in the side. This time once again, back of the end, slower ball. Oh, just landing short. That ploy could have been successful. He has been bowling that slower leg cutter, the change of pace on a regular basis. And this time, he just kept it away. That line was slightly wide, so he had to fetch it if you want to play it on the leg side. with soft hands in towards the point region, getting a single. Well, is there a sort of some message that is coming for Anand Tendulkar? He's trying to play too hard at the moment. He looks so good with his timing. And maybe I feel here this partnership needs to carry on. Still enough betting depth left in the DEMPO team. Don't understand why he was just trying to bludgeon the ball. Another big shot being tried. So he's trying to go hard. He picked the ball just slightly wide outside the line, but well within the guideline. He's peppering him with that slower leg cutter ball, just the back of the hand. No pace provided whatsoever. There is man at the long on. There is man in the mid-wicket region in the square leg. At the long off. Oh, lovely shot. This might just go over the top. The fielder thought it is going to come in the hands. Charging down and good strike. Good strike over the top, over long off. The previous ball, if you see the intention, he was trying to play across, but this time he tried to play it straight, and that's why it got a better connection, a sweet connection. Azan Tota fielding at the long off region, but he watched the ball sail over him for 6 runs. 57 for 3 in the 7th over. This time bowled a quicker one, played with soft hands. Sairaj, no intention of taking that second. So good over. The 6 coming of that over. Not bad bowling, you can say, from Sandiket Palkar. 1 for 25 so far in 3 overs. 7 overs gone, and it's 58 for 3 DEMPO challenges. So in comes Qutbuddin Jamadar into the bowling attack. It's wide call by the umpire. Another medium pacer. So many medium pace bowlers in the fold of this team. This is the 4th one that we have witnessed so far. Nicely driven. What a lovely shot this is. Fielder has gone towards the ball, but this went. This is an exquisite cover drive. Gorgeous it looked. Although Apisha for some time, but he was in absolute control and exactly directed where he intended. Sairaj Patil playing on 6 of 5 at the moment. That's the first boundary in his innings. 64 for 3 in 7.4. Oh, that's been whacked. That's been smacked over the top. That's 6 runs. Qutbuddin Jamadar, after that boundary, has been hit for a tremendous and scintillating 6 runs. Sairaj Patil has arrived, and that's an indication has been given to the opponent. This is the time to go and just charge the bowler. 70 for 3, 7.5, and a little expensive over at this moment. Wow, that ball also has gone, and now another ball has been used. The first one when Kanish Kakode had hit the ball over the park, we had got a new ball. That was the second over, and now another shot at the long off region that has also gone into the bushes. 70 for 3. It's a very tight contest at the moment between bat and ball. The way the things are going slowly and steadily. They are getting the boundaries. They are getting the sixes. Suddenly there is a wicket here and somewhere that keeps DHADSAKHAL Stars just refreshed. That's a lovely put shot. How well and how quickly it has raced on towards the fence. This is an expensive over. 2 boundaries and a 6 coming off Qutbuddin Jamadar's over. And 8 overs gone, 74 for 3. Sairaj Patil with those 2 boundaries and 6 is moved on to 16 of 7. So Punit Mishra has been introduced into the attack. 75 for 3 in the 9th over. Not bowling the off spinners, and you can see where Robin D'Souza is heading at the moment. He is standing almost like a medium pacer for a medium pacer. Punish Mishra is bowling quick at the moment. Nothing in the air, no flight, bowling it flat and trying to pick a wicket here of Sairaj Patil. Now Robin coming just very close to the wickets here as a regular wicket keeper. Clipped on the leg side for a single here, Sairaj Patil. Just 1 over so far from Puneet Mishra. Little more than he would have liked in that first over. 39 at the moment for Anand Tendulkar in just 27 balls. The young boy is doing a good job. Nicely clipped on the leg side. Very nicely played. Played with soft hand and just a leg glance here towards the fine leg region for 4 runs. Using the pace of the bowler. Very well played. That is exactly how you have to play. Not every time you have to just bludgeon the ball and play with hard bottom hands. Even with soft, using the pace, using your intelligence, you can get the boundaries. Heading straight to the fielder, nowhere to run. Good fielding. Converging quickly onto the ball. Good defense here. Quick single inside the circle. That is going to mark the end of over number 9. 81 for 3 DEMPO challenges. Slashed away and slashed away in that gap. Too much of pace, slightly short. Now the batter is well set. And you can't bowl him over there. Tempo challenge is really going well, courtesy of Anand Tendulkar. He's moved on to 48 of just 31 balls. Certainly has been very, very impressive with his footwork and picked the right areas, finding the vacant spaces. 85 for 3. Looking for a single. Was it there? Sairaj Patil may be saying, let's not take a risk here. He already got a boundary of the first ball. Aman Meena has come into bowl. Finds the fielder at the backward point. But he's looking good. He's looking confident with his footwork and playing well against the spin, playing well against the medium paces. Nicely clipped on the leg side for a single. Moves on to 49. That is a smack down the ground. Absolutely smacked it. Slightly short. You're standing tall and bang it goes. Quickly racing over that long off region. That's a good over. There's a second boundary coming. One from the left-hander. Now coming from the right-hander. Width was given. Move on to the 90s. Another punch. This is a good shot and just rolls over. Yes, it does. Well, this should have been fielded. Was the expectation from the captain, the wicket keeper. He puts a good right hand, but then the ball just goes over the rope for 4 runs. Third boundary coming of this over. 2 for Sairaj Patil, 1 for Anand Tendulkar. End of the halfway mark of the run chase. 10 gone, 94 for 3. So that brings in the 50 for the young boy Anand Tendulkar. What a fabulous knock it has been. So he will be very, very proud of himself and praying the Almighty, praying the gods here. Why not? He's played some exquisite shots, good timing, played well against the medium pacers, against the spinners as well. And this will be one innings that will be remembered by him and cherished as well against some of the outstation players and some good bowlers of Goa. And at a crucial time, he has been given the responsibility by DEMPO challengers coming up the order, sending him as an opener. And he has showcased his talent over here. 50 of just 35 balls. Punit Mishra coming into bowl the third over. 2 singles so far. One batter is playing on 50. The second one is playing on 26 of 12. A very quick innings at the moment. And good strike rate maintained by Sairaj Patil. This is gone. This is gone. This is gone over many a distance. What a blistering striking here from this young boy. He's impressing everyone here with his talent. Now he's definitely going to cut loose against the bowlers. He knows we have to get somewhere around 9 runs per over. Golden over yet to come for them for challengers. They are going very well at the moment with this partnership. Trying to sweep and buy signal here. Nothing of the bad, but certainly you can't blame a makeshift keeper. That is the reason why we require a specialist. It was difficult even for a specialist keeper. So for Robin, it will be even more difficult. He's doing the job for his team, but you can't blame him for the quick ball down the leg side. Punit Mishra, I always said, he has been off color of this competition so far. None for 30 so far for him in 2.4 overs. Well played. Now there is no point in taking the risk. They already got a 6. They got a boundary through buys. And they are doing it way too easily at the moment, both these batters. 107 for 3, 10.5. Golden over, batting power play still left. So a lot to think and a lot to worry at the moment for the DHADSAKHAL Stars. Well driven. Marks the end of over number 11. 108 for 3. Just opening the face of the bat, and there's a fielder in the deep point. So just going to be single. He played it nicely there. The fuller ball bowled by Sahil Diwan, and now understanding they need to break the partnership they've got in the medium pacer, because this partnership is taking the match away from the DHADSAKHAL Stars. Banged in shot, cracked away. There's a man there, just mistimed, but he's going to get a single. So he's trying everything at the moment from his box. Panadora box of Sahil Diwan, trying to break the partnership. There's nothing happening at the moment. 1-1-0 for 3. 11.2 asking run rate has dipped down way below. Well kept here. Trying to run down towards the third man region. This is the golden over. And that's why you see the batters trying to just maybe charge, do something different, get some runs here to get that asking run rate. Very well bowled and very well kept. Bowled a wide Yorker. Not much could have been done by the batter over there. And good glove work from Robin D'Souza. He'll be proud of himself today. And the team as well. Straight back to the bowler. Good over from Sahil Diwan, and that's the reason why he was being kept to bowl that golden over. Your best bowler should be bowling the golden over. That's the idea for most of the captains. That was the mistake that was done by Azan Tota in the previous game. He bowled that golden over himself, and that costed plenty of runs for the DHADSAKHAL Stars. But here, correcting his fault and getting Sahil Diwan to bowl this over. Wide call, and they may be saying, yes, there was some doubt. Keeper and the bowler saying was just inside. It's a lovely drive, the man in the deep, and taking the throw on of the fielder, and 2 runs taken. So Robin is telling the fielders, yeah, just throw one bounce, not directly, as the sun rays are falling straight into the eyes. The sun going down from the west. 2 runs taken, moves the score to 113 for 3. We'll come back to that regarding the score, as is the golden over. But they are not risking wicket at the moment. They know that power plays are still left. Sahil Diwan has got 2 more overs after this one. A shot down the ground. Could not find the space, and that's going to be a single to finish over number 12. Golden over is done. Very nicely bowled by Sahil Diwan, and I'll just update the score in some time. 58 at the moment for Anand Tendulkar, and Sairaj Patil playing on 31. So 120 for 3 in 12 overs, and require 67 runs in 48 balls with batting power play overs to come. So good job done by both the batters. Is a good partnership, and DEMPO challengers would like them to just carry on for a little bit more to make it much more easy. DHADSAKHAL stars will have to do something different. Will have to put pressure on the batter and chip in with wickets. Otherwise, they are certainly in a threat of losing the second game as well. It's still not gone out of the hands. It's just that they have to somehow get a different thinking here and try to break a partnership, and get the new man in. Whacked over that cow corner region, and going to be a single. Placed a man in the deep there. 3 men on the leg side, 2 men on the offside in the deep to stop those boundaries. The changes for the right and left-hander. 122 for 3 in 12.2. Saniket Palkar has been introduced back to bowl his last over. He was decent in his first spell. 1 for 26 in 3.2. Free hit has been taken. A lovely shot. Nicely driven square drive here, looking for a couple of runs and get it easily in the end. So 2 runs taken off this free hit. So 1 more free hit left at the moment. Is bowling at the back of the hand, slower balls, and he has used it on a consistent basis, the change of pace. That is what he relies on. It's not easy on the body of the players at the moment when they're taking quick double. Big appeal from behind, from in front. Once again, that back of length, slower ball, trying to whack the ball and missing it altogether. This young boy has been really impressive with his bowling. Good off-cutter from Saniket Palkar. But the batter was already way down the pitch, so it was very difficult to give that out for the umpire. So much down the track. Another good one. Just going to be a single here. It's kept the thing very nicely in check at the moment. Saniket Palkar. 125 for 3. 1 ball to go in the 13th over. Still, we are waiting for that batting power play, which has not been opted by both the batters in the middle. There will be a message that is going to come from the dressing room of DEMPO Challenges some point of time. Flicked away. But couple of runs taken in the deep. So 2 runs to finish that over number 13, 127 for 3. $60 runs required in 42 balls is the equation. Oh, that's a good shot. No one moved. Right in between the fielders. They just kept watching the ball going past. It went at the rate of knots and no time for anyone. The superb shot here of the very first ball of the batting power play. Yeah, he backs a punch while hitting. And that has a good part of the bat. Good part of the below that was, and suddenly now a change. Man going down in the deep. Just the 2 fielders allowed. One in the cow corner region, one at long on. The man down in the deep, yeah, not the best of the timing. Came quickly onto him, looking for the second run. Looking out for a run out there. Was sent back. No ball called here. Oh my gosh, that is a no ball that is coming. Not required. It's going to be a free hit coming next for the left-hander. It's already a batting power play where the fielders are inside and overstepping. This is just not what is required for DHADSAKHAL Stars. So opportunity here for Anand Tendulkar to go without fear of losing his wicket. And he's certainly going to go hard. That has been driven straight to the long off region fielder. And No run there. So free hit cost for nothing. So at the moment, Dempo challengers will be calculating ball by ball. What is the calculations and what is the asking run rate? How many bowlers are left with how many overs? All these permutations and combinations will come into play. This time he finds the fielder and now direct hit. He had given up. He had given up over there. Anand Tendulkar, just that the direct hit was required. Good collection, taken cleanly and throwing at the stumps, but missing it, Punit Mishra. He was nowhere in the picture. Nowhere in the picture. He knew that I was never going to reach at that end. Had given up all the hopes. But then the throw was slightly away. Nicely bowled, right in the block hole. He's kept a man in the deep, and that's a good line and length. If you're talking about keeping the man at long on and mid wicket, so you got to bowl it slightly fuller, closer towards the bat, and that is what he's doing. Sahil Devan has been very economical, not taken for plenty of runs, whereas Saniket Paltal also looked good, effective. Kutbuddin Jamadar was expensive in his first over, and Vinayak Kunde decent as well. They've got more medium pacers into their ranks compared to the spinners. Aman Meena was one of the options, but he was also not effective on this deck. Went for some runs in the first over, was taken out of the attack as well by the captain. The spin bowling options was very less. Punit Mishra, well, he was expensive compared to his previous outing, and that's the reason why we say when you got not much options in spin department, that is a pressure on the captain of the fielding side. Up and over. The safe shot goes down for 4 runs. Lower full toss ball that has been smacked over the top and easily getting the boundary. That marks the end. Number 14 gone, 140 for 3. "47 runs required in 36 balls" is the equation for Dempo challengers. Well in control of the game with 7 wickets in hand. This is a big, big partnership. Sairaj Patil has raced on to 44 of 26. Anand Tendulkar on 63 of 44. A 95-run stand here between both these batter of just 53 balls. That is exactly what was required for Dempo challengers. They bring in a big, big partnership. And now, at the moment, very confident in chasing this total. Vinayak Kunte up and over. The batter goes the left-hander, running down towards the fence and goes for 4 runs. Anand Tendulkar has welcomed Vinayak Kunte with a lofted cover drive over the top. Batting power plays into effect. And at the moment, all the fielders are just hoping that something is going to go their side. This partnership moves on to 99. 1 short of the century run mark. What a partnership. Excellent at that point of time. And 3 wickets down. Sairaj Patil coming in. At that point, the charge was taken by Anand Tendulkar. But Anand then just relaxed at the non-striker's end when the Sairaj was going. Pulled away. That gets a single there towards the backward square leg. That brings in the century partnership here between Anand Tendulkar and Sairaj Patil in a very quick time. They lost their 3rd wicket on 45, and now the score is 145. Yeah, the straight in the hands. He clipped away nicely, but found a fielder in the mid-wicket. And that's the end of Sairaj Patil. He has played his part. He's played a good innings. He wanted to get a boundary over there. Was a lower full toss and just could not find the vacant area. So 4th wicket going down at the score of 145. So Atharvan Kolikar comes in on the crease, the left-hander. So both the left-handers will be on the crease at the moment. Vinayak Kunte strikes the second one. Still 42 runs away, the target. Nicely bowled, a wide Yorker. Just well inside the guideline, trying to angle the ball away, not targeting the wickets here at the moment. Vinayak Kunte bowling from round the wicket. They should bowl a few dot balls to the left-hander who has just come onto the crease. Just 2 for 18 so far, very economical. Good performance here from Vinay Kunti. Up and over, no one moved. Quick towards the fence. That was right in the arc, and he hits it really straight. Straight like an arrow. Moves the score quickly on to 149. Straight in the hitting arc. Nowadays, these bats are really good. You don't have to set for too long. You just try to whack the ball. And the way the batters are batting nowadays and practicing in the nets, also the coaches, different shots being tried every time. And they are also that strengthening exercise is being done. So that shows the power they have nowadays is altogether different once T20 has come into the fold. 38 of 31. Not much difficult at the moment with 6 wickets in hand for DEMPO challengers. They've got pretty good batting lineup, long batting lineup. Charging down once again over that region, but this time there was a man kept at the long off region just for this particular ball. Keeps him down to a single. And that is the end of over as well. 15 overs have been completed, 150 for 4. 37 runs required of 30 balls is the equation. Punch down the ground, slight fumble, and they are going to head for a second and complete it. No chance of a fumble here at the moment. They are going to sneak in for every possible extra run. So fielders needs to be on the toes, on their mark, need to be ready as well. Taking the start and try to stop the singles. Pressure will be coming from the batters. It's very, very difficult to play such a long innings, but must be giving credit to Anand Tendulkar, the way he has batted and ran between the wickets, ran very hard. This is up and over, and he smoked it. He smoked it at the long on the region, and that is gone straight into the DEMPO camp. That is a fabulous shot. On one knees, full flow of the bat, and that's gone a long distance. Now the asking run rate will come down drastically. 29 runs required in 28 balls. Well, the previous 6, the ball definitely traveled. So just want to check whether it has some damage. Played with a soft hand. This was slightly pushed in, back of length. Anything in the arc nowadays, the batter just eye lids up and they just smoke it. They just go with the full flow of the bat. Full swing. And nowadays they are getting the sixes as well. This time he cleans it up. But a very good knock, very impressive knock from this young boy who has come as an opener and played a long innings. Not only those sixes, those boundaries, he has shown his all-round class here in this innings. Also very good with those quick doubles, ran hard between the wickets. And one of the most impressive innings, I must say, in GOICHI League. going to chase a total of 187 runs, which has been uploaded by not only the teammates but also by the opponent side. And he has certainly has done a lot of good job to catch his eyes. Wonderful performance from the young boy, Anand Tendulkar. That's the end of wicket number 5, 159 for 5. In walks the captain, Mohit Redkar. It's nicely played with soft hands, running down towards the third man region, getting a single there. Gets himself off the mark and gives strike to Athar Wankolekar. He got the wicket that was required, but it was a tired shot. It's not easy to get so many doubles. Running hard and along with it playing big shots, it takes a toll on the body of the batter. Played straight for a single. That is an over here, end of the spell as well. 1 for 43, slightly on the expensive side. Puneet Mishra in those 4 overs. 16 overs are down and dusted. 161 for 5 and require 26 in 24 balls. So Prasad Patil comes in. Surprised that he was not being brought here for both the matches, and maybe a little late. Impressed in the previous outing. Charging down, Mohit Redkar getting a single, picked up wicket as well as was very influential at that point of time in creating a big impact in the game and also in the winning of DHADSAKHAL Stars. They are the defending champions, but here the combinations just didn't go right for them. Prasad Patil maybe could have brought in slightly early when the partnership was going. Yeah, you can see a little bit of light given here. Nice piece of light, and There's a second dot ball in this over. This time, balls according to the field. You can see what difference he has made. Just conceded 4 runs in this over. Ball is slightly slow in the air, and maybe captain just could have got him slightly early. 17 overs gone, 165 for 5. "22 runs required in 18 balls" equation with 5 wickets in hand for the DEMPO challengers. Not difficult, I must say, but to change it around, they have to pick up wickets. Pick up wickets is the only option. Just get 1 or 2, and then maybe try to put pressure on that number 9, number 10. However good they are in batting, but in a situation like this, it's altogether different when there are a few better fielders in front of you, and a 1 dot ball can just create magic, can make you play the wrong shot. That is what they are hoping for at the moment. DHADSAKHAL Stars. Atharvan Kolekar batting on 17 of 9. Mohit Redkar on 3 of 5. That partnership of 100 runs was, I think, the turning point of this game for DEMPO challengers at this point of time. If they are going to go ahead and win this game from this point onwards, that has delayed the incoming of someone like Mohit Redkar. Your partnership had fallen at that time. Maybe someone else could have come in. Rajshekhar Harikant is there. He's waiting for his chance. This is nicely played. Width was given, sliced towards that point, third man region, and starts off with a boundary in the over number 18. Clearing his front leg. That's exactly how you bat at this point of time. Slash it hard. And now just 18 runs required in 17 balls. Most of the time I felt left arm orthodox have picked up so many wicket left arm spin bowlers. He had the option. Good surprise short ball, asking for a wide. He says that was over, but he's a tall man. Trying to just whack it with tremendous power. Good effort ball here from Vinayak Kunte after that boundary down. He didn't like it. It need to come hard towards someone like Mohit. Another good shot and just run down for 4 runs. The fielder was inside. You can see he just fooled the bowler over there. Maybe making him feel that I'm going for the scoop shot, and standing firm and hitting over him. Straight bang, quick. No chance for anyone to cut that as the mid-off was inside. Oh my gosh, what is happening there? I think it's too hot and humid out here. Understandably, it's taking a toll on the mind as well of the players. Vinayak Kunte and Mohit Redkar at the moment indulging in spat of words here at the moment. He didn't like maybe the batter charging him and hitting him down the ground. And now the experience and seasoned campaigner trying to calm the things down, Robin D'Souza. I expected a bouncer over here. That is what was given by the bowler. Slightly ill-directed, wide outside. Surprised him with the bouncer there, and he responded with a boundary just behind it. Maybe he didn't like that bouncer, and maybe the bowler didn't like him charging down. Correct. On the offside, man in the deep, just going to be a single. So a single in the deep point. Just 12 more runs required. And Amrish Marathe is getting ready with his work as usual. Getting the envelope as well as man of the match foam board ready with that trophy, as he thinks that the match is going to just finish at any point of time. Another good game at GOICHI League. It could have gone anyone's way. Single down at the leg side in the square leg region. Going through the motions at the moment. The asking run rate has gone down below with those boundaries from Mohit Redkar. Just at 11 runs required of 13 balls. And just that moments are required. Some moments, and then for challengers might just be heading. If not, then a surprising spell. 1 over from someone who can get maybe a couple of wickets. So nowhere to run, dot ball to finish that over. So good spell here from Vinay Kunte. 2 for 34 for him in his 4 overs. 18 gone, 176 for 5. 11 required of the 12 balls. Whack down the ground, looking for a couple of runs for a slight misfield. Was sent back. Could be a run out, and run out on the cards. First there was a call of yes, then there was a call of no. Mohit just slipped at the striker's end, and then Atharv Ankolikar just want to charge towards the striking. There is the wicket. Is there a twist in the tail in this game? 6 down, Mohit Redkar goes back. He called for a no, but Athar was already heading towards the striking end, and that's where Mohit had to leave the crease to go at the non-strikers, and a good throw straight into the hands of Prasad Patil. He does the rest. Wicket number 6 goes down. That's all the way. That's gone for a maximum. That's exactly what he was waiting for, to launch himself, and he launches in a big fashion. Now the things are much, much easy after that big hit. He was waiting for that. And that's a full Monty. No half measures. Full Monty from the batter. Another flight. This is swept and this is all over. This is all over here. Back-to-back sixes from Atharvan Kolekar, and that finishes the game in style here for DEMPO challengers. What an innings from Athar, but I think the special innings was played by Anand Tendulkar. His partnership alongside Sairaj Patil and Anand Tendulkar getting that 100-run partnership. That is exactly where the game was very much cemented, and then they just went with the flow, and then finished in style by Atharvan Kolekar, the Australian player who showed his talent with the ball and with the bat now. So second victory here for DEMPO challengers in second game. 2 losses here for the DHADSAKHAL Stars, the defending champions, and they are going to be almost out of this competition. We just have to see the calculations later on. It looks difficult at the moment for them to head into the semi-finals. So congratulations to DEMPO challenger. Another convincing victory. Good run chase, especially by the young boys who have shown, yes, this stage belongs to them, and they just can very well be watched here by many of the spectators as well as the selectors for their performances in GOICHI League. So congratulations all around for DEMPO, and a lot of thinking to be done by the DHADSAKHAL Stars. Meanwhile, we'll head directly into the presentation ceremony, and I'll meet you there. So we are ready for the post-match presentation ceremony here, requesting the players to kindly be ready. So let me welcome you in the post-match presentation ceremony here for the match played between the DHADSAKHAL Stars and DEMPO challengers. And we have Chirag Moraskar, who is the owner of Madira Center, who is one of the sponsors here for GOICHI League. I welcome you, Chirag, in the post-match presentation ceremony. And player of the match in this game, there were 2 players in contention, but finally the jury has decided that player of the match goes to Anand Tendulkar for his magnificent innings of 68 runs in the run chase. He came as an opener and played very well with his courageous knock, stood at the fort at one end and built up a very good partnership with Sairaj, and that is where the game changed. So Anand Tendulkar, the young boy, coming as an opener and winning the accolade here, requesting him to kindly come and collect his honors from Chirag Moraskar, is the owner and proprietor of Madira Center, who was also a big part of GOICHI League. There is going to be a cash prize as well as the wonderful trophy given to Anand Tendulkar from the hands of Chirag Moraskar. Yes, I have Anand Tendulkar with me, and Anand, wonderful innings. And this is a platform given not only for the outstation players to gel along with the outstation players. You people are also getting an opportunity, and you have grabbed that opportunity coming as an opener on both ends.
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much. I think yes, it's a great platform to showcase our talent. And the way my Goa Premier League had gone this season, I think I hadn't convinced, I hadn't performed really convincingly, so I had to make it count. And every match from here is very important to me. You know, I really want to play the highest level, so really looking forward to the opportunities that I'll get.
And you really looked good, both with the new ball as well as with the spinners. And there was clear-cut mindset from your side, whether you are going the defensive or whether you are going the aggressive. Things were not easy at that point of time, but that 100-run partnership with Sairaj just turned the tides in your favor.
Yeah, I think the wicket is on the slower side, so initially you need to take that time. So after that, we know that this format is such that there is a golden over, so which covers up everything. So I was just staying patient and taking ball by ball.
And what was the think tank from your side, from the DEMPO challengers? Because coming as an opener gives you more opportunities of playing more balls. And that is where exactly your talent can be showcased. Otherwise, someone is being sent at number 7, number 8. Hardly you are getting 10 to 15 balls, and you just can't impress anyone.
I think the management has been very supportive, and especially I think Mohit before the innings he came out and spoke to me. So he just wanted to, for me to just go out there and express myself. That is something that I looked for.
And this will give you a lot of confidence going ahead because this is a big innings. In the run chase, it makes it even more special. So this confidence will definitely be taken in the further matches because a lot more fighting games are definitely going to come up.
Yeah, I think I should take it is, and the confidence should be taken into the next game. Yeah, thank you.
So good luck, Anand, in the further matches. A wonderful performance. Here is the player of the match, Anand Tendulkar, for a great performance of 68 in just a quick time. And that's it from the presentation arena from Harish Kakadkar. I'll see you on 15th, that is Tuesday, here at GCA ground, Kottalim. Till then is bye, good night, goodbye, Shubharatri, Shabba Khair. Dev tumka sagnyak bari raat dev.